Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you had an awesome weekend. I am so excited for this week and the palette that we are going to be focusing on. So it is by Tarte Cosmetics. It's the Tartelette in Bloom. This, I have to say, is my favorite palette of all the palettes that I have. It just has all the right colors. You're able to do so many looks, and I just love it. It has a mixture of mattes and shimmers and these awesome neutral shades, and those are what we are going to focus on today with our natural eye look. And as you can see, I don't have any makeup on, so we are basically going to be doing a get ready with me. If you want to see a natural eye using this palette, just keep on watching. The first step we want to do is prime our face. Now, you know that I have a really oily face, so I have to do a couple different steps before we put the actual foundation on. The first thing that I am going to do is use Makeup Forever Step 1, the Skin Equalizer, so it's the base mattifying one. What this is going to do is it's going to kind of cover up my pores and mattify it, and so the T-zone where I'm extremely oily, it will help absorb those oils. And so that's where I'm going to be putting it, is only my T-zone. So I'm going to be putting it on my forehead, just right in the middle. Yeah, on my cheeks. The next step I do is because I have redness on my face, and I use the new Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Complexion Primer. So what this is, it kind of adapts to the pigments in your face, and so because mine is red, it really gives it a neutral tone, and so that redness doesn't come through the foundation. So I just put it basically where I didn't put my mattifying primer. But I also double up on my cheeks. So I have that mattifying primer and I also have this complexion primer, so that it does double duty. The next step I take is concealer. Now I do also do concealer after my foundation under my eyes, but this one's a little bit different. It's a neutralizing correcting cream, and it's the Bye Bye Redness by It Cosmetics. And this is a little thicker, and it also cancels out any unwanted colors that you don't want. So basically this one is for redness also. So I'm only going to be using a little bit of it, and I'm going to be taking a wet beauty blender, and I'm going to be taking the tip of it and kind of putting it inside with just a little bit on it. And I'm going to be taking it on like my red blemishes to neutralize them, and so you can't see them through the foundation. And I don't blend it out a lot, just because I do want extra coverage on them. Okay, once I feel like they are pretty covered up, next is the foundation stage. And during the summer, I really like to use either the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, or I really like to use the L'Oreal Paris Infallable Pro Matte. This is a really good foundation in the summer when you're really oily. You just need to mattify things down. It also lasts a really long time. It doesn't break down with the sweat or anything like that. So this is usually my go-to on a natural day. But when I want to get glamored up, when I want to go out on a date, I usually use my Tarte Cosmetics because it's a little bit thicker. About that much. And you can always go in for more too if you feel like you need more coverage. That's what's awesome about this foundation, is it's very buildable. And so once a layer kind of dries down, then you're able to go in with another layer and it stays. It doesn't rub it around or anything like that. So I'm going to take that same beauty blender and I'm just going to dip it in. And then I usually like to start on the bottom of my face and work up. So I'm just going to start right here. Just go around in circles. And remember, you want to pounce. You don't want to rub it or anything like that, because then it'll be really streaky. And the more you pounce it, the more it will be blended in and the less coverage you'll get in that area. The reason why I'm doing like my foundation and my different face makeup first is because these colors aren't extreme and they don't have a lot of fallout either. And so you're pretty safe with having your foundation and concealer and everything on like that when you do your eyeshadow. Now, if I was just going out to get groceries or run errands, I would just stop right here and just do my eyeshadow. But because I want to have more full coverage tonight when we're celebrating the 4th of July, I'm going to go with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer and put this under my eyes. Just go right here and right here. I'm going to take that same beauty blender that I've been using and I'm just going to pounce it out. And a trick that I've learned for it to lay smoother is you pounce outwards. You don't pounce inwards. And you kind of look down so that you don't get any creases under your eyes. So as soon as you have pounced out that concealer, you go right in with that powder to set it. This is the Coty Airspun. You can just get it from Walmart. Put some on, and I'm just going to coat it. And so you can clearly see it. This is a term called baking. I'm not going to do a full bake, which is where you basically cover your full face in powder like this thick, and you just wait there for about 10 minutes. And basically it's setting that foundation, it's setting all your product, and so it won't budge. It will last throughout the whole day. But because I don't have very much time, I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit, and I am going to do my eyebrows in the meantime. So I use the Ka-Brow by Benefit Cosmetics, and it's a gel-like product, and in the lid right here, you just pop it, and there's a brush. And I'm just going to take some in the pot, and I'm going to start from the inside and go outwards. So as we put that product in, we're just going to brush it through so it has a more natural look. Okay, the eyebrows are done. Now it is time to take that beauty blender and press in that powder that we had under our eyes. Next, I am going to go in with contour and bronzing. So I am going to be using the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. And I like to use this bottom mid of color right here. It's called Shadow Play, and I am just going to hollow out my cheeks. So to be able to find out where you should contour, you suck in your cheeks and you go right below your cheekbone. So right here for me. And I'm going to go right below it. So I'm going to start from my ear, and I'm going to go about mid-cheek. So it just gives you enough shadow that it makes your cheek look slimmer. And because my face shape is round, I am going to go on my forehead right here and just kind of swirl around and bring it down. And because this girl also has a double chin, a trick that I have learned is to follow your jawline. So you just take that same color, you can go darker if you want to. You can just start right here. You make your way across your jawbone. There. Do I look skinny yet? That's what it's supposed to do. Okay, that is it for our contouring and bronzing. The next is our blush, and I am going to be taking Becca Cosmetics Songbird. It's a nice peachy color, and just so you know, the Becca Cosmetics blushes are very pigmented, so you barely need to tap in and brush it on your hand, and you get quite the payout. So I added a little bit more so that you can see it on camera, but it goes nicely with our contour and it adds just a subtle pink just so people know that you're alive. And also a trick, if you get too much blush or if you get too much contour, you can always take that beauty blender and just buff it out, because it still has product from your powder and from your foundation, so it really tones down if you get too much color. Okay, let's move on to eyes. So this last week, I heard from a friend that Urban Decay has this eyeshadow. It's called Eden, and it's supposed to do very well with oily lids. And so I've been trying it out, and so far I really like it, so I'm going to use it again today. And what's really nice about it is it has a doe foot applicator like this, and so you don't have to use your fingers to put it on. I still like to use my fingers just to rub it in, but the actual application, you can use this stick. So I'm just going to take a little bit and put 2 swipes on my eye, and then I'm going to take that clean finger and I'm going to rub it in. And one thing that's nice about this eyeshadow primer is that it has kind of a tinted cream to it, so it neutralizes those other colors like veins or discoloration. So the first color that we are going to go in with is the transition color. We are going to be using Smarty Pants right here. And we are just going to go all over that lid, mostly in the crease. And then we are going to be going in with this light clay color. It's called Rebel. Okay, once we get that in the crease, we are going to be taking a flat brush and taking Flower Child right here. It's that really creamy color. And we are going to be patting that on the middle of the eye. Okay, so that is it for our natural eye look. I'm going to finish this eye off of camera. We'll put some mascara on and we'll move on to the lips and highlight. Okay, both eyes are completed. For the mascara today, we will be using the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot, and we're just going to be putting it on the lower lashes. So we are now going in with the highlight. It is the opposite of the contour, where the contour you go into the hollows of your cheekbones so that when the sun comes down, that's what's going to be in the shade. The highlight is the opposite, and we want to highlight anything that once the sun shines on it, it's going to be the first thing that it hits. So we are going to be taking Sleek Makeup. I just picked this up the other week. I heard it had great reviews, so I wanted to give it a try. We are going to be using this bottom color right here, and I'm just going to lightly tap my brush in there. And then we are going to be going right here and up. So we're just going to start in little circles. So we're just going to take it right on the highs of our cheekbone and up. And you can even go up here above your eyebrow. You can do below your eyebrow so that it finishes your look. Woo, you can see it. Once we get up there. Oh yeah, that is poppin'. Dang. So with this natural eye look, you have a choice of any lip color that you want to use. Because it is 4th of July, I am going to be going with the option of either a blue or a bright red. So I'm going to be doing this red for the top and blue for the bottom, and we'll see how it works. Okay, note guys, don't do what your husband says with lipstick. I look like a fool.
Hey, you tried?
I am so patriotic. Look at this, everyone. So patriotic. So, pick one color or the other. I think I'm going to go with the red. So that's it for look number 1 of the week, our natural eye. Thank you for watching this. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Stay tuned for look number 2, where we are going to be going in with date night using that same Tartelette palette. Thanks again for watching. Have a great 4th of July, and I'll see you next time.